Hello students, in this lecture we will see the capacity of a capacitor or the capacity of a condenser. Capacitor is also known as a condenser. Here is principle. The charge Q is directly proportional to the potential difference V. The charge Q is directly proportional to the potential difference V. Therefore, Q is directly proportional to V. Here proportionality sign is replaced by C. Therefore, Q is equal to CV. Therefore, C is equal to Q upon V, where Q is charge and V is potential difference. Where C is a constant and this constant is called as capacity of a conductor, or it is also called as capacity of a capacitor. C is constant, it is called as capacity of a conductor. The SI unit of capacity of a capacitor is farad. It is denoted by letter F. So farad is a big unit. In practical purpose, we can use small units. So one of them is microfarad. So microfarad is 10 raised to minus 6 farad. 1 nanofarad is 10 raised to minus 9 farad. 1 picofarad is equal to 10 raised to minus 12 farad. So 1 farad is equal to 1 coulomb upon 1 volt. So here coulomb is unit of charge and V is unit of, or volt is unit of potential difference. Here we can define 1 farad. A capacitor has a capacitance of 1 farad if the potential difference across it rises by 1 volt when 1 coulomb of charge is given to it. A capacitor has a capacitance of 1 farad if the potential difference across it rises by 1 volt when 1 coulomb of charge is given to it. Here the capacity of a capacitor is also called as capacitance. Now move towards concept of capacitor or capacity of a capacitor and how can it be increased. Here consider a conductor plate P1 which is shown in figure A. This is conductor plate P1 to which a charge plus Q is given. Its potential rises by V. Now consider a conductor plate P1 to which a charge plus Q is given. Its potential rises to V. Therefore, its capacity is given by C1 is equal to Q upon V. Its capacity is given by C1. Another insulated plate, metal plate P2 here, is brought near plate P1. Then inner surface of plate inner surface of plate P2 acquires negative charge. Here, look at this, negative charge is acquired on plate P2, okay, and outer surface of it induces a positive charge. Here, outer surface gets positive charge. The negative charge reduces the potential of plate P1 while plus Q charge rises. Okay, here the negative charge reduces the potential of plate P1 while plus Q charge rises. Then the net potential of plate P1 decreases if the outer surface of plate P2, here if the outer surface of plate P2 is connected to ground or earthing, the positive charge of plate P2 escapes the ground. Here the positive charge of plate P2 escapes the minus V1 P the potential due to negative charge. Let minus V1 be the electric potential due to negative charge. The net electric potential of system is V minus V1. Therefore, the capacity C2 is equal to Q upon V minus V1. Thus, C2 is greater than C1. In this way, a capacity of condenser can be increased. What are the types of capacitor? So first capacitor is parallel plate capacitor. Two plates kept parallel to each other with sufficient distance. Second, spherical plate capacitor, and third one is cylindrical plate capacitor. So these are three types of capacitor. Let us see uses of capacitor. First use is that tuning in radio circuits. Second, for smoothing rectified current in power supplies. for eliminating sparking points to store large amount of charge for the use of use in nuclear. Equivalent capacity of three capacitors when connected in series. Okay, here are three capacitors. This is first capacitor, this is second capacitor, and this is third capacitor. Here these three capacitors are connected in series with a potential difference V. Okay, next the potential V is applied across the three condensers. Look at this, V is potential difference which is applied to three condensers. In series combination, as three condensers are connected in series, the charge Q is same but potential is divided in V1, V2 and V3 across C1, C2 and C3 respectively. Therefore, V is equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. Now, V is equal to Q by Cs. As we know that V is equal to Q by Cs, therefore V1 is equal to Q upon C1, V2 is equal to Q upon C2 and V3 is equal to Q upon C3. Put this value in this equation. Okay. Therefore, Q upon Cs is equal to Q upon C1 plus Q upon C2 plus Q upon C3. So Q get cancelled. We get final equation 1 upon Cs is equal to 1 upon C1 plus 1 upon C2 plus 1 upon C3. For N condenser, 1 upon Cs is equal to 1 upon C1 plus 1 upon C2 and so on up to plus 1 upon Cn. So this is equivalent capacity of number of condenser connected in. We will see equivalent capacity of three condensers or capacitors when connected in parallel. Look at three capacitors C1, C2 and C3 are connected in parallel as shown in figure. The potential V is applied across the three condenser, that is C1, C2 and C3. In parallel combination, potential V is same. This V is same across each condenser, but Q is distributed as Q1, Q2 and Q3 between C1, C2, C3 respectively. Therefore, Q is equal to Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3. Okay, Q is equal to Q1 plus Q2 plus. Now, we have Q is equal to CPV. So CP is what? CP is equivalent capacity of three condensers or number of condensers when connected in parallel. Then Q1 is equal to C1V, Q2 is equal to C2V, Q3 is equal to C3V. Putting this value in this equation, we get CPV is equal to C1V plus C2V plus C3V. So here V get cancelled. We get Cp is equal to C1 plus C2 plus C3. For N condenser, we can write Cp is equal to C1 plus C2 plus C3 plus up to plus Cn. So this is equivalent capacity of number of condensers or capacitor when connected in parallel. Here we will find the capacitance of a parallel plate capacitor without dielectrics. Here a parallel plate capacitor consists of two thin conducting plates, each of area A, separated by distance d by an insulating media like paper, air, mica or glass, etc. So these are two plates. This is first plate and this is second plate. Area of each plate is A, and these two plates are separated by distance d. Here the space between them is filled with air and etc. One of the plate is insulated while the other is earthen. So this plate is insulated and this plate is connected to earthing, okay, or ground. Let Q be the charge deposited on each plate. The electric field in outer region is 0. Therefore, E is equal to sigma upon 2 epsilon 0 minus sigma upon 2 epsilon 0 is equal to 0. The electric field in a inner region is given by E is equal to sigma upon 2 epsilon 0 plus sigma upon 2 epsilon 0 is equal to sigma upon epsilon 0. We have sigma. Sigma is surface charge density, which is equal to Q upon A. Q means charge deposited on each plate. A is area of each plate. On putting this equation, we get E is equal to Q upon epsilon 0 A, equation number 1. Now, the electric field E in terms of potential is given by E is equal to V upon D. E is equal to V upon D. Now, therefore, V is equal to what? ED. Rearranging this term, we get V is equal to ED. Now, from equation 1 and 2, so this is equation number 2, and in already we have obtained equation 1, E is equal to Q upon epsilon 0 A. And now equating these two equations, we get V is equal to Q upon epsilon 0 A into D. Put this value of in this equation, we get V. Now Q is equal to, rearranging this term, we get Q is equal to epsilon 0 A upon D into V. Here Q is equal to epsilon 0 A upon D into V. Therefore, Q upon V is equal to epsilon 0 A upon D. The capacitance of a condenser is given by C is equal to Q upon V. From equation 3, we get C is equal to epsilon 0 A upon D. So this equation 4 is nothing but the expression for capacity of a parallel plate capacitor without dielectrics. Now we will find capacitance of a parallel plate capacitor with a dielectric slab between the plate. A parallel plate capacitor consists of two thin conducting plates, each of area A, separated by a distance D upward. So this is first plate and this is second plate. The distance between them is D. The capacitance of the capacitor or condenser without dielectrics is given by C is equal to epsilon 0 A upon D. As the figure shows that there is a dielectric slab between the plate, but in the absence of this dielectric slab, C can be written as, capacity of a capacitor can be written as C is equal to epsilon 0 A upon D. E0 be the electric field intensity between the plate before the introduction of dielectric slab. If the dielectric slab, this is dielectric slab having thickness T is absent, then E0 be its electric intensity. Then E0 can be written as E0 is equal to Q upon epsilon 0 A, equation number 1. Now, when dielectric slab of thickness T, where T is less than this D, so D must be greater than this T, introduced between two plates, the electric field E0 induces QP, charge on the dielectrics. Okay. Now E0 is the electric field without dielectrics, so it will induce a charge QP on this dielectric slab. So that charge is QP. This induced charge produces electric field EP in opposite direction of E0. Therefore, EP is equal to QP upon epsilon 0 A. Here the area of this dielectric slab is similar to that of dielectrics without dielectrics, parallel plate capacitor. The electric field is given by E is equal to E0 minus EP. Here this negative sign is due to because of what? This EP opposes E0. The dielectric constant is given by K is equal to E0 upon E0 minus EP. K is equal to E0 upon E0 minus EP. Therefore, E0 minus EP is equal to E0 upon K. Now put this value in this equation, we get E is equal to E0K, equation number 2. Now from equation 1 and 2, this is equation number 1 and this is equation number 2, we get value of E is equal to Q upon epsilon 0 AK. Therefore Q is equal to E epsilon 0 AK, equation number 3. The potential difference between the capacitor plate is given by V is equal to E0 D minus T into ET. V is equal to E0 D minus T plus ET. Now we have E is equal to, from equation 2, here is the equation number 2, we get E is equal to E0 upon K. Therefore V is equal to E0 bracket D minus T bracket complete plus E0 upon K into, now here V is equal to E0 common, we get D minus T plus T upon K. We have equation from equation 1, E0 is equal to Q upon epsilon 0 A. From equation 1 we get V is equal to Q upon epsilon 0 A bracket d minus t plus t upon k. Therefore, Q is equal to A epsilon 0 V is here divided by bracket d minus t plus t upon k. Therefore, Q upon V is equal to, divide this V here, Q upon V is equal to A epsilon 0 divided by bracket d minus t plus t upon k. The capacitance of a condenser or capacitor is given by C is equal to Q upon V. Now Q upon V is this, we get capacity of a parallel plate capacitor, this equal to A epsilon 0 bracket d minus t plus t upon k, equation number 4. So this is capacity of a capacitor with dielectric step. Case first. There are 4 different cases. First, if the dielectric fills total interspace, then T is equal to D. Put T is equal to D, then T minus T is 0. Equation 1 can be written as, here K is, here this K is denominator is numerator, therefore this is C is equal to A epsilon 0 K upon D. Next, if the capacitor is filled with N dielectrics, look at the word N dielectrics, slabs of thickness T1, T2, T3 and so on, then this arrangement is equivalent to N capacitor connected in series. Then we get C is equal to A epsilon 0 divided by T1 upon K1 plus T2 upon K2 plus T3 upon K3 and so on. Third case, if the capacitor is filled with conducting slab where K is equal to infinity, so this dielectric constant is infinity, then we get C is equal to D upon D minus T into C0. So C0 is capacity of a capacitor without dielectrics, and C where C is the capacity of a capacitor with a conducting slab whose K is infinity, means dielectric constant is infinity. Thus the capacitance increases by a factor of D upon D minus D. 4.1. If the capacitor is filled with N dielectrics, here look at N dielectric slabs with plate area A1, A2, A3, means here the area is different, means thickness is same but area is different, and in first case the area is same but thickness is different. The N capacitors are connected in parallel, the equivalent capacity is similar to that of here, the when capacitors are connected in parallel, then C is equal to epsilon 0 upon D into bracket A1 K1 plus A2 K2 plus up to N Kn. If the area is same, then A1 is equal to A2 is equal to up to N is equal to A by N. Then we get C is equal to A epsilon 0 Dn bracket A1 plus A2 plus up to